Hello, and welcome, everyone. I am your host and one of the producers of the LizyT Show. How are you doing this beautiful Sunday? And I can actually say beautiful Saturday today because, my goodness, we here in Canada, and some of you watch us from all over the world, I know that we've been having a very difficult weather, very challenging, let me put it that way, winter. And we are getting some sunshine. I know my guest is from Ontario as well. And I'm pretty sure she's going to be telling us that it's sunshine because it is here in my side of the woods. So hopefully, where you are experiencing beautiful weather as well and enjoying this incredible day. So, I have another author and have another entrepreneur and I have another business owner. It is Black History Month here in Canada. So I have all of them encompassed in one incredible person. I had this opportunity to meet this lady a little while ago, and it's going on a year, if it not longer, and through networking. And I'm so honored to bring her back again because she's done so much for the community and she's done so much for business people. She has been also nominated by another organization, Month History, and my goodness, the list goes on. Her name is Eleanor Pinney. She is a child of the King. Obviously, we are all our believers. We believe that we are a child of the King. Mother, educator, academic coach, author of several books, and founder of the Pinney Learning Centre. She is passionate about supporting children and family. And through her faith grounded cultural, educational, excellence driven education, she's done so much. Eleanor has hold diploma of early child education and bachelor of art. And she has children. And she's the author of three Christian books, which is incredible. As some of you know, that I am born again, and I love to have people that are in the same belief. And I'm going to bring her because she has so much to say, and I don't want to run out of time. But if you're considering to have your child in a learning center that teaches the core, teaches things that are important nowadays, please connect with her. And without further ado, here is Eleanor. Hello. I'm hoping that I'm not wrong. Wherever you are, it is sunny because it is here. Hi, can you hear me? Hello. Okay. I was just talking about technical difficulties and I'm talking. Hopefully you can hear me. I will remove you. Hopefully you can come back and able to connect with us. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, I'm going to chat with you over the internet. Yes, I can you hear me?
I can hear you in bits and pieces, but it's cutting out, so I can't really hear that clearly.
Okay. I can hear you loud and clear, and I'm hoping that we could have a good interview today. Is it a little bit better?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So thank you for being here today, Eleanor. Thank you again for your contribution to a great cause, which is educating our childrens. Tell us, how did you get started doing what you're doing right now? What was your passion?
Yes, Liz, thank you so much for having me. So education has been a passion of mine. In particular, teaching has been a great passion. When I was younger with my brothers and sisters, we always used to play different games. And while playing different games, I always wanted to be the teacher. And just having that experience, but not only that experience of playing with my siblings, but also having a great, amazing teacher in grades 7 and 8 who really took the time out to get to know me, not just as a student in his class, but took the time out to mentor me, to tell me that I was smarter than I was putting out, and that there was so much more to me. And when he was able to, just talk to me and encourage me to do better, because I was a student who always just, I was just, what, a pass, getting a 50 or a 60 was okay. And knowing that he really believed in me and to tell me, you know what, Eleanor, you are a smart person. You just need to give a little bit more. And I remember that teacher, he wrote a note home to my mother, and he asked my mother, can I have Eleanor stay with me 3 days after school, because he ran a homework club. And he said, if Eleanor can come to this homework club 3 days after school, it would be such a great opportunity for her to get that extra support. After having that extra support, my grades went up. And not only did my grades go up, it built my confidence. And I realized there was so much more to me. And because of that, I continued to excel in his class. And I always said to myself that I want to be a teacher when I grow up, to support others and champion them for success.
Wow, that's incredible. And having your brother being part of you, can you hear me okay?
I can, yes.
Okay. Having your brother part of your life and having him encourage you to do this work, it's incredible. And I noticed too that one of the things that it resonated with me, that it happened to you as well, is being role playing with my brother. I used to pretend that I had a radio show or a TV show, and that's how got me started doing this as well. So we have a little bit of a similarity. But one of the things is start being a teacher, number one. But you went above and beyond than educating yourself and becoming an educator, a teacher. But you thought, this is not good enough. I have to start my own program, my own school, my own thing, because I guess what is being taught out there, especially in public school, is not good enough. How challenging and why did you realize that you had to make the Penny Learning? You have to create, you have to come up with an idea for the Penny Learning Center.
The reason why I came up with the idea of the Pinney Learning Center was because after having my daughter and then my son. So my daughter, when I would stay at home and read to her and help her with math or other subjects, she was always doing well. She loved reading. The teachers always said to me, she's above her grade level, and that was wonderful. And then I had my son, and education and just learning in general was a little bit different for him. He, just for like math concepts, he would have a little bit of difficulty. And as his mother, I would see him, come home when he was in school, and he would say things like, this is just too hard for me. I don't want to go to school. I'm trying, but I don't understand. And just seeing things like that with my son really got me thinking. And when he would have when he would do different subjects in school, for example, if I want to talk about math in particular, I know for, let's talk about place value. And I remember he was having challenges with place value. And I remember one day just sitting down with him and making some visuals and showing him the visuals and, helping him understand the tens, the ones, the hundreds, different place values, and explaining it to him. And after a while, I realized my son was understanding what I was teaching him. And even though he was having some struggles learning the material in his classroom, when he would come home, I would make sure to have additional things at home. I would make a checklist for him. If it was a multi-step math equation, for example, I would make sure that I had a checklist and I would go down the checklist just to make sure he covered all the steps. And after doing that for my son, I would network and speak to other parents who were experiencing the same thing, that, their child was struggling and they were trying to help them, but they just didn't know what to do. And that's when I came to that realization that, you know what? I don't want to just help my son because I realized I was helping him, but I also wanted to help others. And through word of mouth, I started the Pinney Learning Centre by myself, and we grew.
Wow.
And we've been in business for 11 years now, and I'm very thankful for that. But we grew to help other people, and now we help people all across Ontario. Our head office is in Ajax, Ontario, where we have students coming into the Learning Centre. We have tutors going out to the homes or meeting our students in libraries. So we do in person and we also do online. So my dream to help my son was something bigger, and I was able now, and I'm still able to help others.
That's the key thing with entrepreneur. That's what I love about people like yourself, that they're not just concentrate on what they can do for themselves, but they take that seed, that pearl, and they multiply it to others. And I can see how important that was. Hey, I was able to help my child. Maybe others can benefit from what I'm doing. And kudos to you. Congratulations. I am so proud of you that you're 11 years in business, and means a lot because we know that business don't last long. They run out of steam, and especially what happened couple 5 years ago now, that the whole world shut down. I don't know how you manage. Maybe you probably did because you're able to do it online. So it's incredible to be able to help children with need. I personally remember that when my kids, my young girls, they were in their preschool and even middle school, to find tutors, it was not only very difficult, but to trust someone that will not just take your money and run, but really help my children to cope with French at the time, because they were both French school, and also math. And if it wasn't for tutoring, they probably would have missed or lose their class. So it's very, very, very important. So from teaching to starting your own learning center and author. Now, I don't know where you have the time, because we were talking behind the scene that you'd managed to try to get me time, which is very commendable and good for you that you can do that. So inspire us. What are the books? It's not just one. You have 3 books right now. Tell us how did that came about?
I have 3 Christian books. I have one book that's a coloring book with motivational quotes for women. I also have the second book is a book about faith, because my life is faith. I believe in God, and I believe that whatever I believe I can receive. And and also, my third book is a daily devotion. It's a 21-day devotion, because scholars say that if you do something for 21 days, it will become a habit. So it's a 21-day journey on seeking God first. And Matthew 6, verse 33 is one of my most favorite quotes in the Bible that says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things
Yes.
shall be given unto you."
Added.
And I really, really hold that quote dearly, because when we seek God first, we become a magnet of attraction.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of people that hear this quote, and I have heard everything, they've misrepresented the verse. We're not just looking for material things, right? As a believer, as a Christian ourselves, we're not just looking for the money, for the status. Yes, but when the Bible talks about seek first the kingdom of God, we want to make sure that God and Jesus is in our life 100% in everything that we do. Obviously, we will put in His presence our business, our struggles, our jobs, our careers, and that we present it to Him. And that way, He knows that our goal is not to become famous, is not to become rich. I mean, there is nothing wrong with that, but we want to make sure that whatever we do here is for His glory. And that I want to make that clear, everyone, because a lot of people are thinking, well, some Christians that become rich, they don't give anything else. I have to disagree with that, because one of the biggest contributor to organizations like orphanages, hunger, and many others, clothing, it belongs or comes from a Christian background. So I agree with you 100%, sister. And one of the things that I love about what you said is we definitely become a shining object, a shining light. You'll be the salt of the earth, as the Bible said. So people that know you from way, way back then, when you came to Canada, or when you started it young, and seeing you writing books and being an entrepreneur and having this learning center, what is the feedback? I mean, I assume is wonderful.
Oh, absolutely. The feedback is wonderful. People that I grew up with, they always say to me, "I wish I was able to do what you do." And I always say to them, "You can," right? It takes time. It takes focus. It takes a lot of patience, but you can. And just seeing that, a lot of them as well. My friend, for example, my best friend Crystal, who always cheers me on, and she's one of my biggest cheerleaders, who always says to me, she listens to my story, if I'm not having a good day, or she understands the many hats that I juggle. So because of that, she always says, "Eleanor, I know you when you were in high school, and look at you now." And she said, "It's just such a great testimony that you can from nothing." So because I did not come from wealth. I came from humble beginnings, and
Wow.
having to work for everything that I have, even with the Pinney Learning Centre, saving my anybody who is who wants to become an entrepreneur, to youth. I would say, do not let anybody tell you that your dream is not good enough. If you have a vision to be the next inventor, if you have a vision to be the next doctor, or whatever it is, continue to work towards your goal despite the critics, despite what people say. Because if I listen to the critics, or what people said, I would not be the person that I am today, and I would not be able to help people coming out of low income areas if I listened. So continue to focus on your goals, and work towards them.
Love your advice. That is incredible. I think that deserves a round of applause
I would
because
just always as well.
that is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for giving us the courage that we need. And someone is out there listening to your talk and saying, "Well, Eleanor, I don't have what it takes." Yes, you do. One of the things that we all did, I did, Eleanor, and a lot of people that I know of, we surrounded ourselves not only with the higher being, with God, and we trust him that we could do I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me, right? And also we surrounded ourselves with friends that think like us, not from naysayers that said, nah, you can't do this. We surrounded ourselves, yeah, go ahead and do it, you can. Why not, just try. And that's exactly what happened with this talk show. I thought it was going to fail. I thought it wasn't going to go anywhere, and here I am fulfilling my dreams and talking to wonderful people like yourself. So thank you so much for encouraging us and giving those beautiful words of wisdom. What is the website? I don't want to forget to share that with my audience.
So the website for Pinney Learning Center is www.pinneylearningcenter.ca. And on our website, you can also book a free assessment if you would like academic support. We support adults, not just only children. And we also have curriculum documents available on Amazon. So if you search the Pinney Learning Center, you can find that. Some of our programs at the Pinney Learning Center are homework support. We also have private lessons as well as small class sizes. We teach English, we teach French. We also teach science or social studies. So we are the educational hub. We help a lot of students who are being homeschooled, and they come to our center for that additional support with the curriculum. So if you are looking for a great program for your children, I would encourage you to contact us, as we have an amazing line of tutors willing to support your child.
Beautiful. And by the way, everyone, just in case you haven't realized where it is, or if there is right there on the screen is the website that you can connect with Eleanor. There's a form on on the website as well, and this is what the website looks like. So I'm sharing it with you today. If you come across, but don't worry, it will be on my link. It will be on the description of this video, and this is what it looked like. The number is there, and it's right here is the Pinney Learning Center. Again, homeschool is very popular. My brother and my sister-in-law, they're both homeschooling their girls, and this is a great resource if you're thinking of homeschooling as well. Eleanor, so what do you want to achieve with your business, with the learning center? What is the future plan? What are you envisioning?
For the Pinney Learning Center, we want to be able to help with curriculum. So we want to be able to uh, have curriculum for students, and not just the regular curriculum. We want to make sure that our curriculum is culturally relevant, and that students who come in now can see themselves represented in the curriculum. So we want to make sure that when students come in as well, that they're not just coming in and having a experience of learning. We have learned from many of our clients and many students, we have seen such great growth when it comes to their confidence. We have students coming into us that are completely broken down, and they say, I can't read, or I can't write. And we say, change that. Let's turn it around. And at the Pinney Learning Center, we say, I can, I will, I must practice until I'm successful. Because we may fall, but you know what the greatest thing is? To get back up. And sometimes your breakthrough is right before giving up. So I would encourage somebody today to not give up, whatever it is, something that you're looking forward to. If you're in school and you're pressing through the courses and they may seem challenging, do not give up. A lot of things are hard. I can tell you about when I was doing my master's. I remember when I had to do my master's thesis, and it was so challenging. And my friend said to me, and I remember I was in tears one day, having a family and trying to do this master's, and I was completely overwhelmed. And she said, Eleanor, you have come too far. Because I said, you know what, I'm ready to throw in the towel. And she said, no, you have come too far to quit. And I want to tell somebody today, do not give up. Continue to push forward, regardless of what is happening around you. Just continue to focus on what you're doing rather than everything else around you.
Beautiful. It's so true. It's so true. I couldn't said it better myself. I mean, you're so motivational, and this is one of the biggest rewards when you see a child coming in saying, "I can do math, I can read, I can write." That is one of the mentality that is put on already early in life. I've noticed that, especially with this thing, kids are a lot more. Not engaged as they used to be. And I noticed that with past in the last 10 years. So we need to encourage our kids, and your school, your organization, your learning center is doing that, telling our kids, yes, we can, and yes, we're able to, yes, take practice. And I love the part is the most fun part is to be able to get up. And I fell in many times. I can tell you how many times I fell in, but the funnest part is when you get up and you said, hi, I was able to do this today. I was able to coach my client this, and I was able to see the result. And I think that's very gratifying to be able to see the rewards on the work, all the work that you have put on. And for you that are watching right now, again, the website is going to be down here on the link. And connect with Eleanor, connect with her team. If you know someone that has a child that is struggling with their school and work, and perhaps you're even considering homeschooling, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, connect with Eleanor. She is pretty much on all the social media. She is on Instagram. She has her website. Any other social media? Facebook?
Facebook as well, yes.
Yes. So connect with her, and yeah, this has been incredible. I always is always great to talk to you because you inspire me. I mean, I'm gonna be listening to this podcast, and I'm like, oh, she's so good. And if you didn't get inspired today, everyone, well, I don't know what will. So have a blessed day. Any last word, everyone, or any last word, Eleanor?
I also wanted to let everyone know that I also write children books. So I have 4 children books out. For the first one, I believe, is Grandma's House. I also have one that talks about a single parent family because I was a single parent for many years. And these books are to empower children. When I write something, I want to make sure that somebody is being encouraged along the way, and I think that's so important. For my last words, I would like to say that education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world, and that quote is from Nelson Mandela, and that's my favorite quote. And the reason why is because when we educate ourselves, it changes our mindset and it changes our perspective on the world. So I think it's so important for all of us because we learn and grow each day. You don't need to be a child to learn new things. I'm an adult. I learn. I continue to learn. I love going to professional development. I love going to conferences. I want to continue to pour into myself so I can pour into others. And I would encourage all of you to do the same.
Beautiful. That's right. That's right. Amazing, amazing, everyone. And thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your words of wisdom. Have an amazing weekend, Eleanor. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us. And don't forget, connect with Eleanor. I will have all her links plus the links for her books. And if you would like to be here on the show, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment and like. And we'll see you soon. Thank you, Eleanor. Have an amazing day.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me.